I'm ready for the fall.
Hello and welcome back to Faranggolf. Time flies. Today it's already the 10th episode of me playing all the golf courses here in Bangkok. So 47 courses left after this one. Today we are playing the RG City Dream Arena. And I came here a little bit unplanned. I got a great offer, so jumped on it and came here with the short notice. So I don't have my cameraman with me. So today we are just making a traditional review of the course. Little bit shorter video and we check out the facilities before moving on to the course. And this course takes the #1 spot on my list after 11 played courses. And I will go through the reasons for that later on in this video. So tag along, let's go check out the best course in Bangkok so far, in my opinion. I'm starting the clubhouse tour from the locker rooms, which are quite magnificent. Even before you enter the locker rooms, you are greeted by this nice lounge area, and there is also some iced tea on offer here for you to enjoy. The locker rooms are quite majestic. Even though the golf course is closing in on 15 years of age soon, the lockers look like they could have been made just a couple years back, and I guess it's because of the high quality of the build. The locker rooms aren't just a pretty facade, but offer a wide selection of ways to pamper yourself after a round of golf. They have plunge pool outside, they have sauna and steam room, and a rainhead shower if you're into that type of thing. The shower booths also need a special mention. Shampoo, conditioner and shower gel are all top class, and the whole back end of the shower booth is made out of glass. So you get to rest your eyes on this small garden outside the clubhouse while you take a shower. This might sound odd, but I really love the towels they had there. They were heavy, thick, soft and smelled amazing. You don't even get this type of towels in most 5-star hotels, so huge plus for the towels. Let's go and check out the restaurant real quick. It was early morning, I was hungry, and unfortunately they only offered this limited breakfast menu. It was decent and I found something to eat there, but I always prefer to have the full menu, even during the mornings. Unfortunately, I was quite busy after the round, so I rushed home instead of going and having lunch on the course. So I can only comment on the limited breakfast menu they offered in the morning. The coffee was really good. I had a couple actually during the round. And I really liked this small bar area tucked away at the end of the corner. Price-wise, everything was decent. Not as expensive as the other AAA courses, so plus for that. I have to say that I was a little bit disappointed by the pro shop. Not that it lacked any of the usual things you purchase if you purchase something on the course, but I felt like they didn't really pay attention to the selection and the presentation of the items. The pro shop was quite small, so it could have been bigger. It was a little bit dark and cramped as well, so I think they could improve on that sector. They also have rental clubs and I checked them out briefly, but I didn't go and jump over the stuff they had in front of the bag, so I cannot really tell in detail which clubs they have, but at least they have them and they go for 1,500. And by the way, they have this small cafeteria/bar downstairs next to the pro shop and starter if you would prefer to sit there instead of the upstairs restaurant and wait for your tea time. Regarding the practice facilities, they are top notch. I was actually admiring the putting area here while waiting for my turn to tee off, and I know that the driving range is also top notch, so no complaints regarding them. If you didn't skip the video to this part, you probably saw that the facilities weren't actually that great. Of course the practice facilities are good and the locker rooms were amazing, but the pro shop and the restaurant weren't anything special to lift this course to the #1 spot on my list. So let's head to the course and you'll find out why this course is #1 at the end of the video. Where should we start here? First of all, I think we should talk about the course overall so you get the hang of it. It's a replica course, so the front 9 consists of famous holes around the world, from courses like Oakmont, and Doral. And the back 9 is replica of Augusta National's back 9. And there lies the trap. I have played here once before and I didn't actually value the course so much. Making these reviews, maybe I look these courses a little bit differently as well nowadays, but few months back when I played here, I was really concentrating on this course imitating the original ones, and I didn't feel that this was something special. Now I didn't care whether it was this or that famous hole that I was playing on. I was just concentrating on the hole and my game. And boy, was the course nice when you don't reflect the hole on the original one and constantly think about that. It's a strange feeling when you get to play on a pristine course. Obviously Nikanti and Siam Country Club were in great condition, but this is still miles ahead. There is no spot on the fairway where you find a divot or ball mark on the green or dry spot somewhere. It was absolutely beautiful everywhere, and it was so calm and relaxing to enjoy this beautiful course in the cool breeze of the morning all by yourself. On top of the course being in pristine condition, the greens were absolutely beautiful as well. I think the speed was around 10. I didn't ask my caddy, but I think it was around 10 and it was the sweet spot for my putting. I putted quite well and actually played quite well. I played 88 on this day, so really nice round for me on a really nice course. On top of everything else being amazing, the staffs were also lovely. I spoke with some of the guys maintaining the course few times and they were super nice and friendly. As I mentioned earlier, I came here kind of unplanned because I got a good deal to play here and this time it was the caddy from Siam Country Club that told me that she has a friend working here that can hook me up with a nice discount. So I paid $3,400 to play here for green fee caddy and cart on a weekday, and the normal price for a weekday would have been 4,750 baht. So that's actually cheaper than Siam Country Club or Nikanti. I'm not denying that almost $150 is a lot of money. It is, and paying that kind of money for a round of golf is a lot here in Thailand since you can get much cheaper deals. But I feel that it's a good value for money deal. What about the caddies here? I didn't pre-book my caddy since I came with a short notice and I was completely pleased with my helper. It rained quite heavily the night before and we couldn't drive on the fairways the first 9 holes, and my caddy was working extra hard running and bringing me clubs to the fairway. On the back 9 it got a little bit easier since we could go and drive on the fairways with the carts, but overall I was super pleased with her. I saw lots of pretty caddies working on the course, so even if you don't pre-book your caddy when you arrive here, I think you have decent chance of getting one. I mentioned earlier that I didn't pay attention to the holes and which replica course it was that I was playing on, but obviously the Augusta National's 12th Part 3 was something you kinda cannot miss, especially when I hit my 9-iron 3 feet away from the hole and 2-putted to make a par there, but I was pleased with the par, no complaints. Overall, I think I prefer the back 9, the Augusta National back 9 over the front 9. On the back 9 I was accompanied by this cool dude from South Korea, a dentist who had been visiting Bangkok a few months back, and I guess he fell in love with Thailand and golfing in Thailand, so he was back again and 10 days playing 2 rounds every day here in Bangkok. So cheers to you, Mr. Chisu, if you are watching this. It was a pleasure playing with you. Let's then wrap up the review. As I mentioned earlier and few times already, the RG City Golf Dream Arena will take the #1 spot. It is a better condition course than Nikanti or Siam Country Club, at least at this point. And since it's cheaper than either one of those, I simply have to put it on the top spot. I enjoyed playing here more than in Nikanti, and maybe it is due to the fact that it's much easier course, and maybe somebody else will feel differently and they will enjoy the difficult course more. Maybe I'm sucker for the great towels in the locker room and gave a couple extra points for that, but anyways, it's a great course for you to enjoy once or twice a year. Normally I would go and prefer to play the cheaper, better value courses, but this is a absolute gem if you want to have a treat for yourself. In the next video we're gonna be playing Lamlukka golf course, and you get to see something I'm not proud of showing. So I play quite bad golf the front 9 and get a little bit frustrated with myself, but maybe there's a hidden lesson there. I managed to turn the ship around and play quite good back 9, and unlike this one, the next video will be full round of golf, so you get to see all of my misery during the round. So subscribe to the channel not to miss that, and leave the video a like and comment below how do you feel about me putting this course on the number one spot. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.